Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls. Well, we're in hurricane season now, but so far we've been pretty lucky because the storms have been weak enough to let us get away with some good jokes on the names. Now, let's hope things stay that way this year as these storms come and go, because there's some pretty good material coming. Well, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is legacy. A person's legacy means the things they're most remembered for. It's kind of like that permanent record thing that they tell you about in school. Do they still do that in school? Does that still work? Well, anyway, the legacy that's on everybody's mind is this guy, Ted Kennedy. He's the big topic on the news right now while we're waiting for the next Michael Jackson shoe to drop. Many people saw Kennedy as a kind of a superhero, a protector of the weak, saving them from drowning in the river of the big, not bad metaphor, saving them from the big special interests. And that's why Kennedy was often called the Lion of the Senate, which is a jungle filled with weasels and jackals and baboons and some very nice carpeting and furniture. And by the way, President Obama has his own legacy in mind with his health reform bill. Supporters of the public option say that would be like having a national family doctor who only wants you to stay healthy. Opponents say it would mean denying you the procedures you need and sending you off to die. They've called the health plan evil, socialistic, and lots of other words that you only hear at the movies when you pretend you're over 17. Now, a whole different kind of, and by the way, don't confuse this word with your talent for building things, that's a whole different word, is the Beatles with their first video game and their millionth remastered, repackaged recordings. This gives a whole new generation of headline writers a chance to make headlines out of Beatles lyrics and think they're being clever and original. They were only waiting for this moment to arise. And now it's time to answer one of your news questions. This week it comes from Bonita in Lubbock, Texas. Hi, Bonita. Bonita writes, Dear Uncle Jay, that story about the kidnapped girl who got rescued after 18 years is really creepy. Should I be scared about kidnappers getting me? Thanks, Bonita. And no, you don't ever have to be scared. Just remember something. Outside of politics and celebrities, the news is about unusual and rare events. That's why it's news. They focus on scary stories because fear seems to keep people interested. But really, Bonita, you're more likely to be struck by lightning than to be kidnapped. So if you care about your family, you better watch tonight's forecast. Don't forget, you can see more at www.UncleJayExplains.com. Check back every Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a great kid is great news.